Hello, everyone. Welcome to the session on Interaction Studio Campaign Management by ECAT. This is the third session in the Interaction Studio series. We have done the first session, getting started with Interaction Studio, and the second session, a deep dive on Interaction Studio. And this is the third session in the series, that is a deep dive on the campaign management. I will share the links of the first two sessions in the chat window for you to catch up or to rewatch. And ECAT, she has presented on the first two sessions as well. I'm so privileged to have her present to come up with a detailed demo. During the first two sessions, we thought it would be better to have a demo because not everybody has access to the Interaction Studio. And even if we can't access it, we can demo, it would be much useful. So this session will be more focused on the demo. I think it's going to be more focused on the campaign management. And without further ado, I will turn it over to ECAT.
Okay, thank you, JB. So hello, everyone. Welcome on board on Interaction Studio board. So yeah, this is our third session. Thanks to JB to inviting me again. Today, we will be mostly dedicated ourselves to go through campaign management to understand how Interaction Studio solves this. And yeah, I probably will start sharing my screen. Share the whole screen, share. And once you guys will see it, or GB, please confirm that it's visible on your end.
I see that in full screen.
Okay, cool. So yeah, this is our third session. So as always, thank you for joining. It's a pleasure to receive even from the first minutes your feedback on previous sessions. Somebody attended them online, somebody watched them in YouTube, and I also received very positive feedback in my LinkedIn messaging. So thank you for this, and let's go deeper into Interaction Studio today to cover more things. So I don't know how I can make it, how can I, hide it, hide video panel like this. So the agenda for today is, first of all, yeah, to say hello from Prague, just for those who don't know me and haven't seen me previously. Then we will go deeper into Interaction Studio Personalization Campaign. So what does it mean? And then cover all possible types of campaigns that you can set up in Interaction Studio. So they could be rule-based, A/B testing. You can set up promotions and actions, Einstein Recipes for product recommendation, and then the most of this session will be dedicated for showing you campaigns that you can set up for different channels in Interaction Studio. So this will be covered both with theory from presentation slides as well as some demo from the test account of Interaction Studio. And to close the session, we will have small Q&A. I would like to ask you to interrupt me during the session in case you have some doubts or you have some questions. So let's make it interactive. So once I am explaining, don't be shy. In case you have questions, please unmute yourself, interrupt me and ask. And then in the end, like if there are some questions still left, we can cover them during Q&A. So let's get started. So this is slide related to hello from Prague. So I'm based in Prague. So now we have 5 p.m. So it's evening, and Prague is the capital of Czech Republic. We are in Europe, and this country is meant to be heart of Europe. So once all this kind of COVID and lockdowns stuff will end, I am inviting you to visit Prague because it's a very beautiful city, very historical one. So hello from Prague. A small intro of myself. I'm working and delivering from Isobar. It's a company which is headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland, and has offices in Czech Republic, in Prague and Brno. We are Platinum Salesforce implementation partner, as well as from recent times, we are approved Marketing Cloud Interaction Studio implementation partner as well. For the past year until, I guess, April this year, I was named by Salesforce as marketing champion. And from professional perspective, I work closely with Marketing Cloud and all custom integrations as a sometimes solution architect, sometimes I'm doing technical stuff like development. And I consider myself as a marketing automation and real-time personalization hero. So from last year and from my previous experience, I worked with Interaction Studio before for delivering the project. So previously Salesforce had Thunderhead as Interaction Studio. Now it's under Evergage platform. So Interaction Studio is covered by Evergage. And today we will be speaking of Evergage, basically. There are two links for Surf Marketing Force and marketingautomation.isobar.ch, which are two blogs where I'm blogging actively. Surf Marketing Force is the blog that we launched with my friend and ex-colleague Ivana, and this is our, let's say, marketing champions blogs related to marketing cloud and related marketing stuff. And marketingautomation.isobar is not only led by myself, but also a team of marketing cloud experts from Isobar. So you can have their information from not only technical perspective, but also solution perspective. So you can jump on and check these two blogs. They are very interesting, and I guess you will find many cool stuff there. So as for now, let's start our main session. So Personalization Campaign. Because we are dealing with Interaction Studio handles mostly real-time optimization and personalization stuff. But today we'll be mostly focused to campaign management. So it's important to understand what does it mean, this personalization campaign. So before you set it up, either you deliver internally or you deliver personalization campaigns for your clients as a consultant, you need to firstly set up some primary objectives of this campaign and some KPIs that you want to achieve. So these are, here you can see three main questions that you should ask before you jump and set up or configure campaign in Interaction Studio. So your primary objective, what kind of problem you currently have and how you want to solve it. So what will be the objective, and then how you will measure it, because without measurement, we can't see if our campaign is successful or not. The next step will be to select what channels will be involved. Interaction Studio could handle many channels, so from generic ones like web and email, as well as mobile channel, some, let's say, in-store platform or ATMs or IVS or something else that could be integrated via API. And also some campaigns could be brought by server-side campaign. And today I will give you some insights on this. So channels are important. And then the audience. So what will be your target audience for this campaign? Whom you want to target? What kind of rules to apply? What kind of customer segment you want to target? And specifically, like what audience should your campaign reach? But from Interaction Studio specifically, campaign is treated like business user configurable personalization change made up of one or many experiences. So campaign can have several experiences because first of all, the platform itself is is meant to be one-to-one. So every person that reach either your web or opening the email or opening mobile application, the campaign could be the same, but the experience that this specific customer will see will be different. So that's why campaign could be made up of one or many experiences. And definitely we can set it up in Interaction Studio as well. Campaigns in Interaction Studio can be delivered in web channel, email, mobile, any other channels are connected to Interaction Studio. They are meant as server-side campaigns as well. You can bring, as well as you can bring some data through API. For now, we'll continue with showing you some campaign types that could be delivered from Interaction Studio. So from campaign time perspective, like how you can set it up, you can set up campaigns either for A/B testing. So this will be strictly random selection of the audience. So you let the system to choose randomly who will see your campaign, whom it will be reached. So here there are some points describing this A/B testing campaign time. So it first of all splits traffic randomly, and it's like strictly random selection into different groups. And for each group, you can show different type of variation of your message, so different type of experience. It's called A/B testing. You can make ABN testing, so you can make selection of different set of groups, and you divide these groups by percentages. So this campaign time will be controlled by percentages. It's unrelated to audience members action in action devices and locations. So it doesn't mean that system will choose based on previous customer behavior or some customer attributes or actions made previously, which group this person will attend or which experience he or she will see. But this is, as it said, strictly random. So you have amount of audience, you divide it by percentages, and then system divide the audience strictly random. Whereas there is another type of campaign type, it's rule-based testing. It's not random, and you give system some navigation, you set up experience level rules, and then visitors who qualify for this campaign experience based on the rules you set up, they will see your campaign, so your campaign will reach these specific audiences. That's like the main definition, that rule-based testing, as it's meant by the name, and it's based on rules you set up. And Interaction Studio is very flexible in setting the rules in the platform, whereas A/B testing is random selection of groups which are divided by percentages, and then each group will see a variation of a message. Any questions as of now? Okay, I will take silence as no and continue. With the campaign selection you have, and you can build sort of promotions and actions that you can configure in Interaction Studio as a part of catalog setup. Why it's related to catalog? Because in catalog you add promotions, like which kind of promotions you want to, or let's say promotions are treated as campaigns in Interaction Studio, and each promotion use content zone to be displayed at. So it could be let's say hero banner on your homepage, or it could be sub-hero on your homepage, or it could be promotion that is popped up on the website, or it could be used for open time email campaign. Promotions currently in Interaction Studio could be added only manually. I have one insight that ETL for promotions or importing the promotions from within will be available soon. I can't give you some date because I don't know, but in near future they will be enabled. And this kind of ETL will support batch campaign uploads to the system. So as of now, you can create promotions manually. I will show in the platform what are promotion specifics. Prioritization could be set on promotion, so you can tell the system which promotions should be prioritized, as well as which promotions should not have that priority high rate. Whereas you can also let the platform choose which promotion or offer or next best action should show to a specific online user. This kind of letting the platform choose is under Einstein Decisions feature, and it's not a black box feature, it's a white box, because you navigate and train the system which customer attributes, which customer actions or dimensions of products should be considered in making this prioritization that will be handled by the platform with the feature of machine learning. So this is delivered by Einstein Decisions. On the next slide, before we jump on the demo, you can see how promotions are structured. So you have promotion selection on the left side under catalog. As I said, that promotions are set during catalog setup because you configure how what attributes each promotion will have. And then you will see your promotion as a sort of a table where you have the name of the promotion. And the name should be very precise, because when you run a lot of campaigns, you need to differentiate between those. So please, once you build this, you need to consider very specific naming convention. You have some statistics that you can view right from this table: who viewed your promotion already, who clicked on it, or the image count. The image count could be different because we can upload to the same promotion different image resolution, because the same campaign could be visible on different content zones, which you can see on the right side. So it could be this campaign is targeted for the homepage pop-up campaign, whereas the second one is targeted also for homepage, but for sub-hero. If we go on this evergreen email promotions, we can see it has 4 image count, like 4 images. And it means that it targets email, but it has different content zone in the emails: header, footer, abandoned lead, and etc. So with content zones, you specify which image will apply to which content zone. I will jump on the platform right now. So now we are on our demo instance in Interaction Studio. So as I said, promotions could be reached from Catalogs tab. And if I click on the promotion, you can also see that for my test account, I have some promotions already set up. So let's say I will open this homepage hero with 15% discount. When you build your promotion, you give it a name. This is a required field, as well as the URL. So which URL will be targeted with this kind of promotion. It's not mandatory to set up a start date and end date, but in case your promotion has some time limitations, you can do this. And there is also a possibility to set up some eligibility for the users or accounts to see this specific promotion. So you can add some rules for this, and it's quite flexible, as I said. So it could be from source, which kind of browser users are on, and for which kind of targeted audience it will apply. Visit behavior, how many pages person viewed previously, or which URLs, or how many visits occurred, and etc. So you see that the selection is quite wide. You can also specify some users attributes. So it will be tagged to customer attributes you need to select, and it's like drop down for like loyalty tier if you want to add it. And those customers with those attributes will be under this promotion. We'll see this promotion. And also there is a possibility to exclude those. There are attributes, and these custom attributes that you bring to each promotion, they are managed under catalog setup. So you can bring in some new attributes or you can remove those here. So these are set up by myself during the testing phase. And in case you want to also add some dimensions, they are also delivered here under catalog setup. So here is only gender mentioned, so you can add gender here, but it's like, as I said, it's just testing promotion. That's why, just to show you how it's set up. On the second tab, which is related to media, you bring in your content. So you upload a media and you need to know what kind of resolution of images will be applied for, let's say, homepage hero or for email campaign banner, footer, header, etc. So, and you can bring in as many medias as you wish that will support this promotion, and select a content zone to which this image will apply once a person is eligible to see this promotion. This image and all related details like targeted URL will be on this promotion, let's say on the web. So this is in terms of promotions. If I go back to my slides deck, as of now, we'll continue with Einstein Recipes because it's another part of bringing campaigns in Interaction Studio. Einstein Recipes are mostly responsible not for promotion and offers, but for product content or service recommendation, let's say. So Einstein Recipes is Interaction Studio machine learning powered algorithms that present unique product and content suggestions to individual visitors. Each Einstein recipe could consist of the following components. The required one is ingredient. All others are optional, but every recipe could contain both ingredients, filters, boosters, and variations. Here on the left side, you can see that with a specification of ingredients and then filters and then boosters and variations, you reach truly one-to-one recommendation of some product or content. On this slide, you can see the definition of each component of Einstein recipe. And also on the right side, you can see how you can set up each of these components. So I will start with the first one, with ingredient. Ingredient is a required starting point. So you can select only ingredient in Einstein recipe and save it without configuring filters, booster, and variations, but without ingredients, you can't set up Einstein recipe properly. This ingredient is treated as a base algorithm that can be mixed together. So there are three main fields to which Einstein recipe ingredient is divided. So it's co-occurrence. So let's say co-buy, co-browse. It could be this collaborative filtering. So something similar for previous, so for this collaborative filtering, there will be considered previous interactions and behavior of a customer, and then some similar products or content will be recommended. Then some trending, where are considered those products or content that are marked as trending. So these three fields are available for ingredient. And then you see from this, let's say, small screenshot that the ingredient selected as co-buy, you can give it a weight, look back for how many days it should look for the data and behavior, the anchor, and yeah, required purchases in same basket. It's just for retail use case, you can check or uncheck this option. With the next component, you can bring in some exclusion and inclusion rules, and these components called filters. This component is optional, as I said. So even sometimes you can see that it's called exclusions, but it also could include some of parameters related to your product. So on the right side, we can see that we used our product to be filtered on, and we want to exclude the product object in most recent purchase. So exclude last purchase products. In our target product recommendation, those products for a specific customer, which this customer already purchased, will be excluded. The third component is booster. With boosters, you weight and threshold to users' affinity capture. So you give in the booster configuration the weight, threshold, and look back in days. So here, let's say we selected style affinity for the past 30-day look back. It's based on dimension of your product. So depending on how you set up dimensions for the products based on colors or brands or styles, then you can bring in these dimensions and give them weight. So, and the last one, variations. Variations is, as it might be obvious, a variety of recommendation results. So a single variation could be set per recipe, but the items or variety of this recommendation is limited up to 6. So here we see that only 3 item type per product type will be shown to the customer under this Einstein recipe. So you see that it's dimensional and no more than 3 products of the same product type can be returned during this product recommendation recipe. So again, I will jump on the platform. So here we see our machine learning tools. So these Einstein decisions were mentioned for prioritization and bringing in next best offer and actions of the campaign. If you want system choose which campaigns or promotions will be eligible for the customers, as well as we can see our recipes already created. So I won't stay here for long because we have more cool stuff to cover, but just to show from the platform, we have ingredients tab, and you can select these ingredients. So as I said, there are like a division of 3 main areas, but overall, I guess it's 9 or more main ingredients. So it's co-buy, co-browse. Each ingredient has some small description below. It could be a smart bundle. It could be this collaborative filtering, trending products or content, similar items being viewed, most recently published, soon to expire, static relationship, or any eligible item if you want to recommend products without special conditions. And then exclusions, where it's called exclusions, but basically you can select what kind of component you want to bring in. So it could be product, category, department. Again, it's something that is based on your business use case. So what kind of dimensions you set up for your product catalog, as well as what kind of like other parameters you bring in, those will be visible out of here. So let's stay with the simple product object, and it will be exclusion or inclusion. Even it will be still called exclusions, but you can include some products that are from user attributes or from explicit selection. In case you want to promote those products that are in cards, you will say that include these products, and you can add more exclusions if you wish. For the boosters, we have our, again, selection of category, department, combination, some related information, and some dimensions of the products like color, feature, gender. So, and then based on this, you can give it a weight, and then this system will boost or will mostly show a prioritized color of the product, and it's shown during this product recommendation. Variation is something that could be randomized to dimensional. Let's stay with dimensional and say that we want to bring in 4 items per category, or let's say per feature, again, whatever it's built with the dimensions of products. And you can see that the limit is 6 items. So that's in terms of Einstein recipes. Do you have any questions as of now? Okay.
I'm gonna check for the questions real quick. I don't see any questions as of now.
Okay, okay. Just in case, don't be shy, ask anything. Even you consider that your question might be something very simple, still go ahead and ask.
And
So,
you're doing a wonderful job, all the detailed demo, and it doesn't leave any questions also. You are up to the
like
point.
so still, I'm open for any kind of conversations. So as I said, don't be shy and ask. But thank you for your feedback. So yeah, we are already like half of the session passed, but for now we will focus on different channel campaign setup, because it's like I would say core of Interaction Studio. So as of like first part, I covered what kind of campaigns you can set up. So it could be this promotions and actions, where you can see banners and some offers with targeted URLs, as well as we can set up product or content recommendation, where we have specific products with its information, price, and something else, like, I don't know, links to this product that could be brought also for web campaign or email campaign. So both options are supported. That's important to understand, that there are these main 2 types of campaign setup. And for now, we will focus on channels. So where and how you can set up each kind of campaign. So the most important and the first, even during the projects, you start with not only bringing in data and set up the account, but then you start with web integration. Once you have your web integrated with Interaction Studio and the SDK is inserted and JavaScript is functioning properly, then you can go ahead and set up your web campaign. Interaction Studio web campaign configuration consists of several deliverables. So it should be content zone setup, it should be template setup, and campaign experiences. Before I go into each of these deliverable, I will show you this slide, and this is the anatomy of an Interaction Studio web campaign. So just to have a visible or visual understanding of how it's set up. So we have a website, and with this web integration setup, we tell Interaction Studio which content zone should be treated. So we just select some kind of HTML object that should be used for our personalization campaign. On Interaction Studio, and we set up our template, and this template configuration will be covered on the next slide. So template is something that what should be placed on this content zone, what kind of content should be placed on this content zone. So let's say some middle between content zone and campaign. Then we have the campaign itself. So to the same template, there are several campaigns that could apply, as well as for the same campaign, there could be several experiences. So here we can state that one campaign is set up and it has 3 experiences. So we bring in this campaign to the template, and template use this content zone to show the relevant campaign for, or campaign experience for a specific customer on one-to-one basis. So this slide should give you more insights. And now I will continue with the explanation. So these content zones, they are website areas that are mapped for the further campaign eligibility. They are delivered during site mapping phase. So you need to know scripting, or you need to have the scripting skills to bring in content zones and make them recognized by Interaction Studio while passing the data from website to Interaction Studio. Whereas when you set up templates, again, there should be developer skills or scripting skills used for this. Even one insight is that Interaction Studio has not only has right now, but it also bringing more templates already built to each account. So there are specific global templates already built with the script inside. So it's, let's say, a developer built repeatable framework that you can then reuse and use this global template already built by Interaction Studio and available out of box to use for your specific website template that you want to use for further campaign setup. And these templates, they define what a campaign can render. So it could be your promotion, so some kind of banner, or it could be this product recommendation. So how many, like how many placement it will have, so 4, 2, or only 1. So with these templates, you let system know what to use. And then the most interesting is experiences. So here with experiences, you can navigate yourself with user interface. So you deliver individual personalization experience. It could be some promotion banner, info bar, or pop-up. And you set up your campaign that will use your template brought into content zone on your website. So with the template, to make our session a bit more technical, let's say, there are some components of web templates. So to give you an understanding that it's, I would say, not that easy to set up your web campaign, because you need to know this kind of scripting skills to set up the server-side code that defines what content will be returned to the client. You also have an option of handlebar where you define how the rendered content is structured on the web. CSS might be clear for you because it's just styling of the rendered content. So you can bring in like styling of which color of the button will be, its font, etc. And then the client-side code that defines how the content is rendered on the page. So once I will go now to the demo. Basically, I don't know how to hide it at least like this. So I will be on the NTO, which is Northern Trail Outfitters, a general use case or general account that could be used for testing. So once even, I don't know if I open it from scratch, and I can, with the Interaction Studio Launcher or Evergage Launcher, I can bring in my visual editor. It will insert it because there is already Web SDK inserted on the web page. Then you will see hexagon where you can select, so for the sitemap and then something separate for web integration and sitemapping to let the system know how your website structured for global overview and, like, let's say product or content overview. Then we have the content zone specification where we define, so if I jump on it, it's not, yeah, you can see this in this red, or not like red, but blue global info bar top of page. So content zone is set up for this. There is also home sub hero. So you let the system with the content zone know which content zone to use for your campaign. So home hero, which is this adventure awaits banner. Then we have our templates that we can use. So when I go to the view list, I can see that there are already available, these are mine, but there are also global templates that are created by Interaction Studio and available out of box. So you can use them or clone them and then bring in your own styling and configuration with the code. So let's say that, yeah, you just can clone it and then this will appear in your templates because you give it a name. So let's say, which one to use? So exit accent, let's go with this product recommendation. So if I update this, template, you can see how you then work on your template setup. So as I mentioned, there is a handlebar that you bring. I will again put it up just like this. So you have, can't bring it more like this. So this is some explanation, but also there is a code with the handlebar. So you tell the system how it should be structured. Then you have CSS for sort of styling, the client side code, again with this TypeScript build, server side code. So basically, yeah, you need developer skills to bring your templates. That's why mostly this type of templates, they are delivered by technical architects of Interaction Studio. And here we see that this template uses our already set up content zone. Once we bring in the content, once we bring like if I close it, I will show you also the campaign setup. So for the templates, we also tell the system how it should be done. And if the view list, so again, I will jump on my product recommendations, because here we have my configuration of the real campaign. So we have it A/B testing. We have only like 10% comes to control group and then one experience. And if I go and, so if I go to this, it uses, yeah, EDB product recommendation. So the experience will be recommend product into these content zones on the websites. So this will be product detail recs row. Basically, this campaign is not on the this homepage. It's under product list. So once you open any product, if I go here and say and open some kind of product, there will be down. It still loads because we have this, because we are working on with this visual editor. So here on this zone, we have 3 products recommended from this campaign. And for each user, the product show will be different. So this we specify the content zones. We gave it a template that 3 products should be returned. And then we created a campaign to deliver product recommendations. So this is in terms of Einstein Recipes. And then as of now, I will talk about open time email campaign. Why it's open time is because the campaign is rendered once a user opens an email. And each time a user opens an email, the different content appears. So it's completely dynamic and delivers real time based on the previous customer or user actions. Basically, the open time email campaign is just an HTML block that can be placed directly into HTML email to create a personalized experience in any email that you use with this campaign. This open time email can render personalized email experience in 2 ways. As you see, it could be promotions and actions. So basically some sort of banner that could be shown through predetermined checklist of qualification, and same content zones. Once you tell the system that these 5 promotions uses email header banner, then we'll enable system to create this dynamic rendering of promotions in case the user is eligible for different type of promotions. It could be that for each time this user opens an email, different promotions are shown because they will be dynamic. And another way is to bring in open time item templates, which are a selection of products or blog posts or some kind of small content pieces that use catalog data and brought into email and shown to the customer based on previous behavior or some attributes. And this show is determined by a recipe or Einstein recipe. So system will not randomly, but based on algorithm, with this configuration of Einstein recipe, select which products or blog posts will be recommended in the email. So this is in terms of two things that you can bring in. And in the reality, how it might work is that, let's say you bring both promotion and open time item template all together to be rendered by Interaction Studio. And let's say you promote some sort of product in the email, and in case a customer jumps on this product and then buys it, and based on your recipe, you want to exclude products that are already purchased, the next time, in case customer would like to go back to the email and check it, another list of products will be shown even in the same email. That's why it's called Open Time email campaign. I guess most of you are working with Marketing Cloud, like maybe fully or internally or as external consultants. So how Open Time ML campaigns from Interaction Studio work with the Marketing Cloud is the way that you let the system know you set up this Open Time ML campaign, so this HTML blocks in Interaction Studio, and then you just copy them. I will show you on the platform. You just copy them to your content builder emails. So I will go to Open Time, let's say item templates, because these are used for real campaigns, and we have here email product template. So if I open it, I have, yeah, I can't make any change, but this will be our HTML, and then it just brings like, yeah, this will be the item of some product. And once you bring in the campaign, so just items of, I guess I created, yeah, I have one here. I will have some opens because I tested it on myself. So let's say we created our campaign. So it will be a promotion zone for some banner or promotions that we created out of here that use email content zone. And then we have our product titles, and each title, as you see, they're similar or like they are same because based on email, open time email item, we specify how should each product show, and then bring in like, let's say 3 or 2 or 4 same content or items into one zone. And then we can use HTML. So one will be for this hero, and another one will be for product racks. And then you can copy this and bring it into your content builder email block. And the most important is to select which kind of identifier user you will use for rendering. For Marketing Cloud, it will be Salesforce Marketing Cloud contact key. So for each user, based on identifier, the content will be brought by Interaction Studio in the email that you send via Email Studio. This is in terms of Open Time ML campaign. Now we will speak about mobile campaigns, which is also an interesting topic. I won't cover it very deeply, but just to give you an overview how what insights are brought with the mobile campaign setup in Interaction Studio, because we also can use Mobile Studio in in Marketing Cloud. So what are the differences? With mobile campaigns in Interaction Studio, we can build and deploy personalized experience for Android or iOS mobile apps. For building campaigns, you need to insert or implement mobile SDK. So in case you use integration between your mobile app with Mobile Studio already in Marketing Cloud, another mobile SDK should be implemented on Interaction Studio side. It's important to mention. What are mobile campaign types? There could be in-app campaign similar to info bar. So it just basically this feature is not available on Mobile Studio side in Marketing Cloud because this in-app campaign is the content or some kind of promotion that will be shown in app for a specific user. You can also bring in mobile push notifications, but basically these mobile pushes could be also delivered once you create some segment on Interaction Studio side of your users, and then each time person either appears in the segment or exits it, you can bring in these people into Journey Builder and immediately send, based on this event, mobile push. So it's like two ways of delivering push notifications. If you have it set up in Mobile Studio, you can use the audience from Interaction Studio and immediately send pushes from, let's say, Marketing Cloud. Or you can bring in push notifications directly from Interaction Studio. The last campaign type for related to mobile app or mobile channel, it's mobile data. So this with this mobile data, mobile app sends events like screen views or product views. These events are sent to Interaction Studio, and campaigns are triggered in response to this event. So basically we use this mobile data or data that we track in mobile app, and then we use this data for triggering the campaigns that we set up in Interaction Studio. That is in terms of mobile. And then the campaign type or channel that will be used for extending the possible ways of setting up campaigns in generic channels like web, email, and mobile that are brought by server-side campaigns. So server-side campaigns, something again that is related to developer job, where you need to know how to build APIs, how to use JavaScript. So this type of campaigns, they're used to pull decisions and data from Interaction Studio into any external systems. So here you can see what kind of sample channels could be. With Sales or Service Cloud, it could be your separate or external call center app. It could be server-side web or point of sale, even like, let's say, ATM. So even Interaction Studio has native integrator with Sales Service Cloud. Still, campaigns that we want to bring in, they are managed by server-side campaigns. Interaction Studio will handle the campaign logic, but developer will write the code to call the appropriate API and provide Interaction Studio with user information available in this external system. Once a person is in the moment or in the system, service call Interaction Studio server-side campaign with like this API of this campaign, and Interaction Studio returns recommendations. So still, the logic of campaign bringing is set in Interaction Studio, but the data based on which we want to show each campaign delivered via API from external system. And then Interaction Studio returns with this data and campaign specifics and already like set up algorithm or logic for this campaign, the campaign that will apply to the visitor that is now in place. So from the demo perspective, when we jump on server side, I also have one, let's say it's the CRM recommendations or call center response. So we have server side campaign. Let's jump on CRM recommendation because it might be more interest. So once we set it up, we give a name. So here it's like recommendations. So it will be items, which is dynamic value out of this list. It might be, yeah, I understand that it might be very technical for you, but it just like the extension of general channels that could be set up, where campaigns could be set up. So here is like technical way of setting up server-side campaigns. So you can bring in some dynamic fields here. So for promoting items, this kind of like price, image URL, whatever you prefer in each kind of attribute you bring in. The target is CRM, and when we basically how we can configure it, we go to message settings and we tell the rules. So based on which rules this campaign should run on, and the promoted content So it will be, in this case, we use recipes or already created Einstein recipe for collaborative filtering. So we previously created our campaign for this case, it's just product recommendations. And the product recommendation is to show at least one item or up to 4 items without any exclusions. Based on the machine learning algorithm of Interaction Studio. Once then you jump on your CRM and you open a user, like let's say contact or lead under tab, because you also need to configure CRM to pass the data and accept the data from Interaction Studio. You will see, let's say, your contact, and it has a page layout, and it has this custom tab that it will be related to Interaction Studio. And under this user or this contact, you will see from 1 to 4 product recommendations that are delivered by Interaction Studio. So for your sales or service consultants, once they jump on the CRM and open specific content, we can bring in campaigns or bringing in data in there to show which kind of item should be recommended for the specific customer or the specific contact or lead. And then this will support the next conversation of between consultant and the client. So this is in terms of server side. And the last thing for today will be this, let's say, Interaction Studio recommendations. So basically recommendations that are delivered by Interaction Studio, they are truly one-to-one, so they are personalized. And the most important is that for each user, very personalized experience is delivered. The other interesting point, and again, something that Interaction Studio values the most, is that it's delivered real time. Up to 30 milliseconds, the right content, the next best offer or next best action is shown to the client without any kind of delay. So it's like immediate action of the platform. You can recommend anything in your context. So it could be delivered both for retail, financial sector, some travel agency, even like you can see government, so whatever, car purchases or car insurance. So any kind of business sector is supported with Interaction Studio. You can combine algorithms. So as you see that you can bring in different kind of specifications to your campaign setup, and you can use different type of configuration of the campaign. With Einstein Recipes, you can boost some kind of product categories or service content category. Then you can exclude or include something related to custom attributes or previous actions. Then it's business user tunable. So you're quite flexible in terms of how you set up the campaign, where to give more weight, where to prioritize campaigns or give less prioritization. And you can apply it into any channel. Not only general ones like mobile, web, and email are supported, but you can extend the platform possibilities with this server-side campaigns as well. So this is just for closing our conversation or the presentation. And as of now, still couldn't manage this line. Do you have any questions related to the presentation? Or JB, can you check the chat if there are some?
Yeah, I'm checking at the chat window. I don't see any questions. I see great feedback that the session is wonderful. And you covered it in very detailed way. I myself not have much questions about today's session. Just to confirm this, the development language that we use here to code, is that going to be the same as SSJS? Or I see some handlebars and some coding in there. Is that GTL or what was that?
So basically, the scripting languages that you will need for setting up from end to end, the whole web integration and your campaigns and server-side campaigns. They are SSGS, it is HTML, it is CSS, but also it brings, let's say, some new fields to explore. It's TypeScript. So you need to know TypeScript.
Okay. And again, this is the question that we always have. If we want to learn further, know more in depth about the Interaction Studio, maybe the campaign management or anything else, are there any useful resources? If someone is outside of the partner account, they don't have the partner account.
So here I brought in, like, there is some general official documentation. When you can jump on the link. So let's say, like, we share the presentation, right? We previously shared it with the attendees. So yeah, we will share this presentation and you will see, so you can jump on this page and then explore based on your specific like requirements, as well as for a general overview. Even there are some deep things inside as well. You can jump on doc.evergage.com. So this is related to the overall documentation of the product. So it will be related to Interaction Studio. So here I brought the link related to web campaigns and templates, but again, you can open and check other tabs and sources available on there. And here are, like, just to jump on our blogs that I actually blogging on. But what I can also share for you is that we have also developer Evergage. So it'll be this, the link is expired, they migrated it. But the link is, I can also include it into presentation, so then attendees and UGB can jump on and check. So again, once you jump on this development in Interaction Studio, you have here specific areas where you can explore information about the product for needed for this technical architecture and scripting. So it's every time extended. So previously it was very limited. Now Evergage team and Salesforce team, they extend it, I can say, on daily basis, because sometimes I miss something, but then it appears in a week. So they keep extending this documentation as well.
Perfect. So we will share the presentation deck along with the recording.
Yes.
When I upload it on the YouTube, in the description area, I will link this presentation deck.
Okay, and I will include from my side this developer link as well, just to have it in the presentation as well.
Okay, so. And so the link that you have shown just right now, the developer one,
yes.
So is that public or does it require any login?
It's public one. It's public one. You can reach it without login or partner program credentials. So it's public one.
Okay, and I don't see much webinars or any sessions happening on the Interaction Studio. I think it will be just to a closed group, maybe the partners or some focused groups.
There are partner group. Yes, exactly. There is only partner group.
Yeah, and I really appreciate you extending your support and also extending the sessions. We just started, when we started planning for this one, we only thought of one session, maybe two. And then you were so supportive and you planned for this one. And also I understand setting up the demo and setting up all the environment is not easy. You might have taken a lot of effort to set it up. I really appreciate your effort.
Yeah, so as I said, I remember we previously talked about showing some use case, because like it will be more maybe business friendly thing to show. But with this campaign, it's to prepare before the actual use case selection. It's also good to go through the basics, so to go through the base of the platform, so then people are not lost into, okay, but how this use case could be configured. So with every session, so first of all, the comparison, then the demo itself, how the platform is structured, now the campaign management, because it's core. So with Interaction Studio, we bring and build our campaigns. So maybe next time I will come up with some solid use case, because as of now, what I can share is our demo instance with this NTO integrated source, which is related to retail. But even with this, we can I don't know, manage, and I can show you some use cases of what can be delivered with the platform. And yeah, thanks to you, because also there was an opportunity to use this streamline and show and extend, like share my knowledge and experience with you, so then we can spread the word about the platform and its specifics, because it's recently integrated into Marketing Cloud portfolio. I mean the Evergage itself, because Thunderhead is now under legacy, and not all people know why they should work on it and what are the possibilities, and the clients, they don't know what are the main features, because they don't have much information. And with you and during such sessions, we can extend and exchange the knowledge, and I can give you what I know.
It's all a pleasure to have you, Ikat. So it's very hard to find somebody who has experience in Interaction Studio, and also to find someone who is willing to share their experience. Having you, I think it's really, really is going to help many people. And also, great that we are recording. We all can go back and revisit the recordings again. So I have one question in here from Ratina. I don't know if I'm saying the name right or not. Can we enable demo environment in the partner account? Let me read that clearly. Yeah, can we enable demo environment for partners? Is there any partner-specific enablement session or workshop?
Yes, this is available. So basically, once there is this partner group for those partners with Salesforce, and the partner demo account could be asked or enabled under this partner demo account for Interaction Studio. So the same way like we did. So you need to be in partnership with Salesforce, and then you need to ask for this demo of Evergage. So then they will enable you just by submitting the form and confirming some sort of stuff. It's for free. It's not paid. And moreover, regarding the enablement training, they also provide. And again, there are some limitations, because these kind of trainings, they are only for partners. So during this enablement training, you cover each section and its setup and features, and you basically go through deep dive. So both demo accounts provided to your partner Marketing Cloud account, or demo instance of Marketing Cloud, as well as you can be under enablement training, but you need to inform Salesforce and ask for this.
That's great. Yeah, I don't see any other questions, Ikat. Thanks for extending your time and staying longer. Yeah, we'll plan for the next session.
Yes.
Yeah, depending on your availability, we can plan for some time in this month or next month.
I would say that, yeah, as of now, very lot of,
I know.
I would say
talked about that.
workload, as well as, yeah, just from personal side, I will be under studies, so starting from next week, but I would say March, April, we can manage something like as our 4th session.
There's no
and
rush.
Then maybe before summer, celebrate our 5th session as well.
Let's do it.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
The recording will be uploaded at the earliest possible to the same playlist that I shared. And please also watch out for the other sessions that we are conducting. Marketing Cloud Consultant Bootcamp kick-started yesterday. And we have it going happening every Tuesday and Thursday until the 11th of March. So we have 8 sessions planned in the Marketing Cloud Consultant Certification Bootcamp. You can find all the links to register in the group page. And we hope to see you again in our next event. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Enjoy.